So after the hours out there,
you see this? That's going good. I wouldn't feel comfortable closing it up singing like
yeah.
It may not be any more than in this bay. Sorry about the bad news.
What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back here at this house remodel that we've been working on for the past couple of weeks. Last week we got all of the underlayment for the floor all tore up, and we are gonna go ahead and start laying the new underlayment. Let's get to it.
So we ran it the wall here and into the hallway and stopped at the handrail. Now back over to finishing out the kitchen. So we do have some imperfections in our walls. We'll keep our mind on that while we do our trim. As you can see, some of these walls curve out at the corners. Underlayment's going pretty good. We have all the hallway done. Entryway is done up against the wall here. I have got all of the underlayment cut and in place, except for, of course, this area where the electricians are going to be working. And now I am fastening down these last 3 runs of plywood, and then we'll be able to cover this up and run some paper across it.
Well, the guys got most of the underlayment put down today. We had to wait on the electricians who are coming tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Good morning, we are back out here at this house remodel. We have the electricians coming today so that we can take care of all the electrical stuff and hopefully button up this floor so we can move on to the next part of this project. Let's get to it.
After the hours out there, you see this? It's wired. I bet that was the rats chewing their way to get through the holes. That's going good. See this, Steve? I don't honestly want to close the floor. I'm seeing that. Well, I mean, we could whack that open, see how far back that way it goes. All this. We could go right along this because these are running right here. Open this section up and see how many bays it's in every bay. It may not be any more than in this bay. I wouldn't feel comfortable closing it up singing like yeah. Sorry about the bad news.
Well, this is turning into quite the fiasco here. We brought the electricians today to mainly go ahead and take care of wires that were in a wall that was right here. And when we opened up the floor, we noticed quite a bit of rat droppings. And then upon further inspection, we noticed that the rats were eating on the wire. And in some of these spots, it's incredibly bad, especially along here. Usually the wires have insulation similar to this along there. As you can see, there's absolutely none along here. So they would have chewed on that, and then it started to cause a short for the wire, which then heated it up and burnt all that off. So this definitely could have caused a potential house fire. And the main culprit, I believe, is Bear. The electricians hired a new employee, and honestly, we didn't have any of these issues before he was on the job site, but now that he's here, we're running into all sorts of issues, so I'm kind of blaming him. We're gonna go ahead and get this area addressed. We've got the electricians putting in some junction boxes to reroute the wires that are bad, and then we'll work on closing up the floor again and getting it all put back together. But it definitely feels like a big step backwards, but at least we're getting this addressed and addressing the fire hazard. Hey Bear, how do you feel about causing all these issues, buddy? How do you feel about all these issues that you caused on the job site today? No feelings? Not gonna reply? All right, he pleads the fifth. Well, thanks for the interview there, Bear. The electricians were able to get us all squared away today. We've got a few of these junction boxes throughout the floor now. And how those work is the good part of the old wire feeds into it and it splices with the new wire that is run to the original outlets and switches that they were attached to. So we've got all that throughout here. We've got the new wire, this beautiful new yellow wire instead of the burnt copper ones. So now we can go ahead and start buttoning up this floor again. We'll have to install some new subfloor as well as underlayment, and then we can move on to the flooring. Caleb, how you feeling?
These things happen, I mean,
Yeah.
you never know until days like this come, you know, and then there it is. We did go backwards a little bit, but it could have been a lot worse. We could have had to tear into that bathroom that we're not even touching right now.
Yeah.
So I think we got lucky with it stopping here. But yeah, we got some bays to clean up and stuff tomorrow. All right, we're back here this afternoon. So I came in this morning and we replaced all the insulation that was affected with new insulation, laid all of the subfloor and underlayment back down, and now it's all papered off. Jacob came in here today and did some drywall work down here. We have a window to replace to be able to drywall all of that area out and get all that mud and taped along with this up here. Alright, so here we are back. We got the window cut out and now we are getting this metal strip out. Got to pull the one at the top and the one at the bottom so that we can fit the other window in there. And then we're going to frame out a little bit on this side, a little bit on that side to close it up. We'll be closing this up to 36 so that we can fit a larger fridge over here.
Never felt so damn frustrated. You're just wasting my time. All the feelings that I dread is ringing in my head. Can't believe the words you said.
Alright, so usually a house is sheeted with like some 1/2 inch out here. What's this edge here? This isn't 1/2 inch, so Jacob is going to go get some of that so that we can sheet this opening here that we're closing off on both sides.
And now we're ready to set the window. When you put in your window, you want to make sure that you put these drain holes to the outside.
I'm knocking at your door, baby, heart in hand.
That's the window from the inside so far. It needs some insulation and then some drywall. So outside, Jacob, if you can see past the bushes, Jacob has got tie back on there and tucked back behind existing siding and everything and trim.
I wanna be right where you are. I promise you the sky and the stars. I try and I try and I try, but you just won't reply. I'm knocking at your door, baby, heart in hand. Waiting in rain, when I snow, baby, heart in hand.
And with the window now installed, that is the last of the major stuff that we need to do before we can continue on with the rest of the drywall. And with that, we are wrapped up with this week's video. If you haven't seen the previous ones, be sure to check it out right here, or you can click on it in the link in the description. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.